Now let's head to the province of Cosenza.
Hello there, Joe here with another episode of Lens on Cosenza. I'm standing in front of the statue of Goethe, and you could see he was the mastermind of the German people, but Goethe had a passion for Italy, and in fact, I've been looking for this quote for a while now. He said something to the effect that nowhere on earth does the plant man grow as it does in Italy. And he, along with others, really enjoyed his travels throughout Italy. He wrote a lot about them and had a lot of very telling insights about the country. More on that in a bit, but I'm going to sit down and continue this Lens on Cosenza blog here from Chicago's Lincoln Park, which will soon be leaving. And stand by, and I'll be right back. We're soon to be leaving this area. The Lens on Cosenza podcast and primarily is going to be for a while just this podcast, because until I get to Cosenza, until I get to the city of Paula, there won't be a lot of visuals that I could supply on my Cosenza Lens YouTube channel. So we'll keep this more or less on the podcast. But let's talk a little bit about why am I leaving Chicago? Why are we leaving Chicago to move to Italy? And let me give you a couple of insights on that. First of all, the city has really changed. The quality of life here since I've been here, and I moved to Lincoln Park in 1973. So a good 40 some years that I've really enjoyed this neighborhood. It's gone up, down, and now it's primarily gone down. The level of crime is just more or less incomprehensible, and I really don't want to be a victim of some of this crime. We have 1,700, that's 1,700 carjackings in 11 months here. 2021 has seen 1,700 carjackings. There's been just about 1,000 murders if you were to really calculate the actual murders. They play games with the numbers, but as far as the actual murders that have taken place, 1,000. That is something that it's hard to wrap your head around. And even though Lincoln Park and some of the surrounding areas are considered good neighborhoods, the crime has now come to these neighborhoods, and it's not something at my age that I want to have to deal with. We won't get into some of the personal safety measures one could take. I don't want to be involved with that either. I want to go to a place where I could enjoy this type of sunshine pretty much on a year-round basis, and enjoy the ocean, enjoy good food, fun people. Here in Chicago, it's just, it's changed. It's really changed. I used to walk up the street here about an eighth of a mile, and I was able to rent a sailboat. No more rentals. The city and its taxes and some of the other onuses, if that's a word I'm looking for, the weights that they put on small businesses, force the sailboat rental company out of business. Let's get back to the reason for our move. Lifestyle choices. Lifestyle choices come down to enjoying your life, getting up every day, expanding on your happiness. I don't think happiness is something that you pursue. It's something that you expand on. We're all given this a great gift of life, and it's our duty to expand on this gift and make each day full of happiness. And That's not that difficult to do if you give it a bit of thought. I'm hoping that my thought process is lended to that effort for both myself and Lucia. I'm looking up at Goethe right now, and again, he fell in love with Italy. Why not Germany? Good question. Something about Italy has a very powerful draw. Also, I've determined that I'm not into driving anymore. I've driven all my life, started when actually I was 15, got my license when I was 16, but my dad would allow me to take the wheel occasionally on a deserted road or highway. I've driven professionally. I drove a yellow cab back when there were only 2 cab companies here in the city. I drove a truck, 22-foot straight job. They had a CDL license, commercial driver's license. I've driven all over the United States. I've gone across country a couple of times, driven from Chicago to Florida. I've driven the entire length of Italy more than once. I've driven in France, and I've driven in Germany. I've driven in Sardinia, also part of Italy, of course, and Sicily. I'm kind of tired of driving. I'm looking forward to getting a small motorcycle. Nothing monstrous. Don't want to deal with anything that is going to require me to get into the zen of motorcycle maintenance. But I'm anxious to have a small cycle to get myself around. I looked into bicycling. I'm not really a bicyclist. A little bit of wind here, and hold on to my my selfie stick. So that's another reason. I am looking forward to some sailing. There are sailing facilities nearby Paola on the west coast of the province of Cosenza, and I'm sure there's sailing facilities also on the east coast of the province. Looking forward to some sailing, motorcycling, sailing, and possibly getting back into scuba diving. I haven't done any underwater for quite a while, but the waters are clear, crystal clear. If not scuba, I'll be doing some snorkeling, and I really want to get into some bait casting, some fishing. I love to fish. I love eating fish, and I don't mind preparing them. So Lucia will not have to scale, gut, clean, and fillet. I will do that. So that's a couple of the reasons why we're moving to Italy. Listing them in order: crime. I neglected to mention the cost of living here in Chicago is astronomical. Where we live, it's just becoming cost prohibitive. I'm at a point in my life where I enjoy doing what I'm doing. I enjoy the work that I have, but I don't enjoy hustling, and the cost of living here requires a person to hustle unless you're very wealthy. And I equate wealth with a certain amount of lifestyle enjoyment, and I'm definitely enjoying my life right now, and I'm looking forward to the move. And thanks for joining me here on Lens and Cosenza. I again will not be posting on my YouTube channel, Lens and Cosenza, for a while, because I really don't have a lot of visuals to add until I get to Cosenza, and I'm very anxious to start using some of my new gear. I've got a 4K camera, I've got some lenses. Looking forward to really getting into some quality video to post on the Lens and Cosenza YouTube channel. So I will tip my hat to Wolfgang Goethe and say happy travels wherever he may be. Hopefully he's looking down on me and looking down on the happy people in southern Italy. Till the next time, this is Joe. Bye now.